Hiya, I'm Jason from the TNL mod, and I'm going to present you today the very first video of what you could expect to see within the TNL mod. You may be aware that the Christmas Advent Calendar of 2009 has had quite a few screenshots. We've posted a bit of information about what is actually in the mod, sort of like scripts, number of scripts wise, the size of it, etc. But we thought it's about time you had a video, something of what you should really expect within TNL. And the first thing I'm going to show you today is connecting to the server. Not really any in-game features at the moment. You can probably expect that later on this month, but at the moment it's connecting to the server because it's a bit different than what you'd normally expect if you've played SLR or Surrounders Life or another mission like that. Okay, so we're on our slot screen. I'm just going to pick the first one that it has, which is put me as a policeman. Now they're bound to change. The chances are you won't be able to connect just as a policeman like that. You'll have to earn it. But these are just a couple of random units we've placed down for now, so we can tell the difference between each other when testing. So it's just starting me within the new life now. Okay. So once the server is loaded, it will give me the server rules screen. Now one of the problems we found with our previous experiences, like the development team and myself, is that many people will say, yes, I've agreed to the server rules, but they haven't actually read them. Now you don't really get a choice when you want to play TNL because they're shoved right under your face and you have to either agree or disagree. And well, if you disagree, you're told to leave. So you have to agree to the server rules. Now at the moment it's the Bob's New Life server and we have to go by his rules, but at the moment he doesn't have any rules because this is just a test. So we'll agree to them anyway. And then we're then given the screen to register or log in to an account. Now we don't have an account yet, so we're going to have to register a new one. So we're going to click register. So pick a username. I'm just going to pick one that I use that I know that's never used up, and I need a password. You need to put it in twice to make sure you don't do a typo or something like that. So we're going to create an account, and it's registered. Now that account is saved. We're in a database that is stored on the server. So if the server was to crash, unless it crashed sort of the second after you create it, the chances are you'll have that saved. The saving's quite quick and it's quite a reliable method. A lot of time's been spent into actually making a quite reliable tool to save the server data in case of a crash, because obviously if something crashes and you spend a lot of time, you're going to be quite annoyed. So if the server needs to be restarted or it crashes, the data's saved, and that as well as your account. So I'm going to pick a name. I'm going to go for John Smith, okay, because I'm boring and I can't be able to think of a creative name. So create the character. We're then given the option to choose a face. Now we've got a long list of faces here, 106 to be exact, and they're all here. And clicking them will change the face of the person behind. As you can see, we can move using the arrow keys. If you want to have a better look at his face, see what's behind, like his ears, if you wanted to, move it around just to see, and then you can press spacebar and it'll bring this back up. Don't like that face, let's go and pick something else. Let's see. And of course you can always hide it by pressing the spacebar, come back to the middle. I'm going to be really quick now, stop keeping you waiting. We'll pick that one. Okay, it looks quite good. So confirm and continue, and as you can see we've got our character John Smith. Here you get the option to delete, or you can create a new one, or you can select. Now when you log into your account you'll be given this screen, and I'll probably show that to you later, but this is where you can select the account, and if you wanted to change you'd have to log out and come back in and select another character. But John Smith's the only one we got, so we'll select that. So it's welcome me to the server, and we're here. There's not much here yet that I'm going to show you, so I'm just going to prove to you that the login does work by completely disconnecting from the server. Then we're going to come on, and I'm going to edit that bit out because you're not allowed to see this. Right, now connecting back onto the server. Now theoretically it should let me back on with my login details. So it's just receiving the data as it does normally with any other MP mission in Arma 2. And we'll come back to this screen. Remember this one, server rules. Again, every time you come on you have to agree to them. Now back to this one as well, but we have an account so we can go straight to the login. So we'll punch in the details. I think it was that. Type it is, otherwise the video is ruined. And log into the account. And then we're given the choice to which character I would like. And I was John Smith, so we're going, and we're back on the server as me. Now that would have saved all my details, etc, etc, and well, yeah, it's all there. So that's it really. Yeah, thank you for watching our first video. We'll do our very best to try and cram in some more stuff in other videos later on in the month, heading up to Christmas. Hopefully you'll enjoy watching the development as it goes along. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the forum and on our next video.